snacking better than ever. The farms with soy milk, drinking guppies into the ground, or commie scum like Squidward into the ground. So I'll be doing a lot more political videos more often. So legendary summit in Alaska with Putin and Trumpy Baba. And Trumpy Baba with a show of unstoppable big damn judge force, unstoppable might, and heroic inspiration, has the B-2 stealth bombers, 52, fly overhead Alaska as a show of force, and they have the entire U.S. military helicopters lined up outside with the best high-tech stuff. And he did this purposely, obviously, to show that the United States is the most powerful country in the world. And it looks insane. And here's Trumpy Baba walking the red carpet tarmac with Putin. And the B-52s are flying over. And then, do you know how hard that is to have happen? The exact moment they look up and the B-52s are right overhead. And there they are. The spy plane. The Bond jet. In perfect formation. That aircraft is insane. That's legendary. And they flew right overhead exact moment. So that's them showing up. And then now we get to where he's actually talking with Putin. And they had an extremely good meeting.
See you very soon, and probably see you again very soon. Thank you very much, Vlad.
And then Putin speaks English.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Well, thank you very much.
Dude, the sketchy, evil Russian laugh. Except actually, Putin is way better than all the Western leaders, besides Trump, of course. And when I say Western leaders, I mean Communist Britain, Communist France, French cuckbag who his wife is pretending to be a man. I mean, his wife is a man pretending to be a woman. What was that? Emmanuel Macron. Putin is way better than all those. Literally, England has fallen. It's a joke. All the Western countries are a joke besides America. America is the last bastion of light.
Mr. President, that was very profound. And I will say that I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were many points that we agreed on. Most of them, I would say. A couple of big ones that we haven't quite got there, but we've made some headway. So there's no deal until there's a deal. I will call up NATO.
So all the media is thinks Trump got bulldozed and Trump got outplayed and blah, blah, blah. When no, Trump was the winner here. He got exactly what he wanted. He's not going for a ceasefire because ceasefires fall through. He's going for an actual peace deal. They had a really good sit-down conversation for 7 hours straight, and everything went really well. So he's way closer to peace now. He's already ended 6 wars. This will be his 7th, and it'll be big damn judge. And to win the Maisbell Peace Prize.
For a while, I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll, of course, call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them. They're going to have to agree with what Marco and Steve and some of the great people from the Trump administration who've come here, Scott and John Ratcliffe. Thank you very much. But we have some of our really great leaders. They've been doing
It's so good when Trump says it. It's good to get along with the leaders of other countries. And Trump does it perfectly, and he's the best negotiator. Like, that's the way you're supposed to live your life. You're supposed to negotiate with people, get better deals, whether it's trade deals or in wars. Like, you need to talk to each other and come to terms. And Putin will actually do that. That's the thing. He's not like these retarded Western leaders who say one thing and do the complete opposite. Because, of course, Putin has basically complete control. So he can at least make things happen. And Trump is making things happen, too. That's why he's the greatest president in the history of America besides wash mice.
Phenomenal job. We also have some tremendous Russian business representatives here. And I think, everybody wants to deal with us. We've become the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Think about it. He's pursuing business relations with Russia to lead to peace. This is how he does it. This is how you're supposed to do it.
Short period of time, and we look forward to that. We look forward to dealing. We're going to try and get this over with. We really made some great progress today. I've always had a fantastic relationship with
Putin.
President Putin, with Vladimir. We had many tough meetings, good meetings. We were.
The thing is, he's got to speak a lot of English. Like, the Russian president has to be really smart. He probably understands I'm sure he understands everything that Trumpy Baba is saying, because I think when you first learn English, it's way easier to understand it, I think, than speak it. And then, obviously, he speaks a decent amount of English.
Interfered with by the Russia hoax that made it a little bit tougher to deal with, but he understood it. I think he's probably seen things like that during the course of his career. He's seen it all, but we had to put up with the Russia hoax. He knew it was a hoax, and I knew it was a hoax, but what was done was very criminal. But it made it harder for us to deal as a country in terms of the business and all of the things that we'd like to have dealt with. But we'll have a good chance when this is over. So just to put it very quickly, I'm going to start making a few phone calls and tell them what happened. But we had an extremely productive meeting, and many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left. Some are not that significant. One is probably the most significant, but we have a very good chance of getting there. We didn't get there, but we have a very good chance of getting there. I would like to thank President Putin and his entire team, whose faces, who I know in many cases, other than that,
who might be dead later if they mess up.
I see you all the time in the newspapers. You're almost as famous as the boss, but especially this one right over here. But we had some good meetings over the years, right? Good productive meetings over the years, and we hope to have that in the future. But let's do the most productive one right now. We're going to stop really 5, 6, 7,000, thousands of people a week from being killed, and President Putin wants to see that as much as I do. So, again, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you very much, and we'll speak to you very soon, and probably see you again very soon. Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. No, I'll get a little heat on that one, but I could see it possibly happening.
He does laugh like the sketchiest villain of all time, but it's actually legendary. So everything went good. So I'm sure next time when they meet again, it'll probably end up ending the war. Because when Trumpy Baba actually does these things, he actually gets things done. Absolutely legendary. Comment what you guys think. Is Trumpy Baba going to get this war figured out? How do you think the meeting actually went? And absolutely legendary. Maestro never gives up.